Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at GCNlive.com.
This is your call to action. Get prepared, America. Economy, survival, energy, disasters. This is USAPrepares.com. Informative radio, educational radio. Interact now by emailing instructor@USAPrepares.com or text at 434-390-7953. Class, please take your seats. Now, your instructor, Vincent Finelli.
Everyone all set? Cocked? Locked? Here we go. Your dial is set correctly to USAPrepares.com. We're delighted you're here, and we're broadcasting 2 hours from high atop the Missouri Ozark Mountains. Today we're talking with Larry Nichols. This is 105 in the series, The Clinton Secrets. We'll be talking about many things that you'd like to know. We'll be talking about Donald Trump, Tyson. We'll be talking about corruption. We'll be talking about, who's Bill Clinton's father? We'll be talking about gun confiscation. We'll be talking about the election. Things that you really want to know about the Clintons. And you'll hear it from a person who knows firsthand. And if you'd like to call in, 866-582-9933, 866-582-9933. John is engineering the broadcast in Minnesota at GCN. Larry Nichols is with us. Welcome, Larry Nichols.
Hello, good. How are you, buddy?
I am really, really well. You know, we had a meetup last night, and your name came up several times, and the meetup group was interested in many, many things that you have to say. And why don't we start with, you talked a couple weeks ago about a bombshell that you were going to drop on the air about the Secret Service.
Yes. Well, as it looks right now, I've tried to hold it off, but I can't. It looks like the National Enquirer is going to break this week with a story about a Secret Service memo. Now, what this Secret Service memo is all about, it's about the death of Vince Foster. Now, the story officially, about Vince Foster is that he drove his car to Fort Marcy Park, got out of it, walked 200 yards down a dirt trail in 97-degree temperature weather, went to a berm, sat down beside a Civil War cannon, stuck a pistol in his mouth, just about 38 revolver, and shot himself in the head. That's the official story. It stands today. Well, I have the actual Secret Service memo where the Secret Service, where the Park Police, who have jurisdiction over Fort Marcy Park, where the Park Police notified the Secret Service at the White House that they had found the body of Vince Foster. But here's where the thing gets a little weird. In this memo, which y'all will be able to see, it says the body of Vincent Foster, two counts for the White House, whatever his title was found in his car in the parking lot of Fort Marcy Park. It went so far as to say that a .38 caliber revolver was found in the car with him. It also said that there was a 6-pack of Bartle and James wine cooler in the front seat, one of which had been opened and drank. And it said his briefcase they found in the back seat, but it was empty. Now, dealing with the briefcase first. That briefcase, Vincent, is that magic briefcase, All right, it's magical. Because the park police found it in the back seat of his car there. A couple of days later, I can't remember if it was 2, 3, whatever, but a couple of days later, when the park police went into his office, which had been, the minute they said he was dead, they cordoned off his office. Nobody could go, come, anything. All right, so when the police go, park police go into his office to look around, there's the briefcase. There's the briefcase. And they inspect it once again, and again, it's empty. 3 days after that, approximately, when we had made quite a stir about the death. I mean, it caused obviously quite a stir. One of the things that was being said over and over and over, that it's weird that somebody like that would kill themselves and not leave a suicide note. And the suicide concept got bigger and bigger. People said, well, surely he left a suicide note. Surely he didn't. And it was causing a little bit of tension. Well, just all of a sudden, 3 days after the park police inspected the office, found the briefcase and it was empty, in comes Clinton's staff people. They're ransacking the office, and Vince, guess what? There's that dang briefcase again, except this time they turn it upside down and shake it, and out comes the torn suicide note. There you go, folks. Now, as the National Enquirer article will point out, this Secret Service memo is one of two things, Vince, and it's got to be one of two things. Either it is a typo error, a mistake, which is, y'all use your own judgment. I'm not going to make it for you. You know, a typo to me is if you spell something wrong, or you misspell Fort Marcy Park, or you say his socks are brown when they're actually green. You know, that to me is a typo. And that isn't a typo. I mean, the difference where he is in his car versus the firm, the revolver being in the front seat with him. I mean, all of that stuff is pretty specific. So either you determine it to be a typo, or, Vincent, you determine it to be an indicator that there's some kind of misdeed going on, a cover-up. Then I'm asked, well, two questions. Why? Why would, as I contend, Vince, why would they move the body? My answer to that is, wherever he died, which I believe I know, he would have been under the jurisdiction of the D.C., Washington, D.C. police force. But by him being in Fort Marcy Park, he fell under the jurisdiction of the park police, who have been historically known as the fixers for all of our public officials in Washington. But then you say, why would that be? And Vince, I want everybody to hear me when I say this. I am not saying Vince Foster was murdered. I am not saying he committed suicide. I am saying I don't know. Now, I've been accused of claiming all sorts of things, but the truth, the honest truth is, as if you've listened to me all these years, I don't know whether he committed suicide or somebody killed him. But they moved the body. They moved the body. And if they moved the body, why is simple. If the Washington, D.C. police had been conducting that investigation, they would have looked at all mitigating circumstances as to why a man with that high of a position in that seemingly to have risen about as high as a man can rise, Why would he kill himself? And the answer would be to cover up the fact that he and Hillary had and were having a long-standing affair. And that would mean Hillary would have been the first lady in American history to get caught having an affair on the president. Now, had that have happened, had that have come out, Hillary would not be running for president today. And they knew it then. But that memo is fixing to hit. Everybody in this audience, you need to get a copy of it, or when they put it on their website, pull it up. Because, you see, that memo is significant. And Vincent, I've told you all fair, privately, since I helped design this system that the Clintons used. The Clintons do not fear Benghazi. That entire investigation by Trey Gowdy, all that stuff, they don't fear it at all. It don't mean nothing to them. They don't even hardly see it. The reason, they know the records have been destroyed. Well, the records on the death of Vincent Foster have not been destroyed. I got it. And it is a suicide, which is a self-inflicted murder. There are no statute of limitations. So this poses a great problem to Hillary. And Vince, this is one of the reasons why the Clintons identify me as their greatest enemy. Because if I get this out, and it will come out, and if people see it and know about it, they're in trouble deep. So that's coming out.
Larry Nichols, do you know if Vincent Foster was a religious man? Was he a Christian? Maybe Catholic? Do you happen to know that?
No, I really, truly don't, Vince. But he was a good man.
Well, let me tell you why I'm asking.
All right.
In the Catholic Church, or many Christians believe that it's a mortal sin to commit suicide.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a mortal sin and you're going to burn eternally in hell, would a person do that? Larry Nichols is with us. This is 105 in the series. The Clinton Secrets. How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common-sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.
Thousands of people seeking home security get ripped off every day, and the home security industry wants you to believe that's your only option. They've got hordes of salesmen out there trying to scare you into signing one of their long-term contracts. You get stuck writing huge checks month after month with no way out. It's robbery by contract, and it can cost you thousands. But there's a better way to protect your home. Simply Safe Home Security. Simply Safe has no contracts. None. You'll get award-winning 24/7 protection. Security professionals watching over your home, ready to instantly send police to the rescue for just $14.99 per month. That's less than half what most companies charge. Protect your home the smart way. Visit simplysafedefense.com today for an exclusive 10% offer and get a free keychain remote worth $25. Only when you go to simplysafedefense.com. simplysafedefense.com.
All right, so suddenly Walmart, eBay, Amazon, everybody wants to ban the rebel flag. Well, the rebel flag is an important part of American history. The rebel flag is still a long-standing symbol of Southern pride and Southern heritage. So if the big retailers want to play into political correctness and try to deny the history of America, let them. Go to ourflags.com. That's R like rebel, R, the letter R, ourflags.com. Get your rebel flag before they actually do outlaw the things, huh? Ourflags.com. That's ourflags.com. Go now.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
Class, Larry Nichols is with us, and we're talking about the Clintons and the Clinton administration and the Clinton secrets. Larry, were guns typically brought into the White House during the Clinton administration? For example, was a 38 revolver something that would have been brought into the White House?
No.
Or is that no? Okay.
No.
Right.
No. There's no way. No way that weapon would have been allowed, even by Vince Foster. He would have had to have checked it.
Okay. Did Bill Clinton himself carry a gun?
Not that I know of.
Okay. How about when he was in Arkansas as a governor?
No. He had security police with him at all times, so no.
Okay, and the reason I ask is Fort Marcy Park is about 8 miles.
Mm-hmm.
8 miles from the White House. And it's about a 16-minute drive. Does it make sense that Vince Foster would go to that park? Do you know of him going to that park frequently? Or?
I don't have personally any knowledge or any reference by anyone that I dealt with or talked with throughout the entire time of the Foster death and all the people I talked to, et cetera, et cetera. I have nothing that led me to believe that he was a frequent visitor to that park. Now, it doesn't mean he wasn't. So y'all remember, I can only tell you the things I can prove in a court of law, and I can't prove that he was not a visitor. All I can do is just tell you the truth. I had talked to no one. I had nothing with specificity saying that he frequented that park. Now, let me correct one thing. When you asked if he could have carried a weapon into the White House, no. Now, could he have it in his vehicle? Yes. And when he, of course, when he parked and secured his vehicle, if he could have it in there, he could have had it because of his position.
Right. Well, that all makes sense to me. And I'm just wondering, what would a Vince Foster do if he wanted to, let's say, clear his head, have some time to think? Would he, in your opinion, would he go to a park, or would he just go and close the door in his office, or would he go to the cafeteria or a restaurant, or would he just go home?
You know, that's a good question. I never had asked. Don't know that I'd even know how to answer that. Vince was a good man. He was a very deliberative man. He was deliberate in his work. He was deliberate in his personal demeanor, his dress, everything about it. But for him to go to a park, Lord, I don't know. I just don't. I think the park is more emblematic of something you could do to deflect the investigation. Remember, in Washington, D.C., if you're a public official, congressman, senator, top aide, president, vice president, you want to stay in good with the park police people, because they're the ones that cover for you. They're the ones that pick you up if you're cough drunk. They're the ones that pick you up if, like old Congressman Wilbur Mills did, get drunk, run your car into a fountain, and you got a hooker named Fanny Fox in the car with you. I mean, that's what they do. They fix stuff like that. That's the only connection I see towards Fort Marcy Park. And you have to understand, in a moment in time, let's just hypothetically discuss something for a second. Let's say Foster was somewhere else. People find that he's dead. But where he's at, it ain't a good thing for him to get caught being dead there. There'd be a lot of explaining to do. So, in a hurry, they had to make decisions to get him out of there and pick someplace where they could put him. Being that it was during the middle of the day, I think that would have been quite challenging in the afternoon. So, I think Fort Marcy Park, if you know where I believe he died, if you know that, then there's a link to Fort Marcy Park.
Age 59.
Okay, hold that thought.
Hold that thought. South Carolina. The doctors diagnosed me as having clogged arteries. Felt like I was carrying heavy concrete blocks around my feet and legs. I started taking Heart and Body Extract as directed. It is less than 3 weeks, and I'm like a young man again. It's unbelievable that an herbal formula can work so fast and so powerfully.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com.
This is Dan Pillett. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
In the U.S. alone, a home invasion occurs every 13 seconds. On top of that, the average response time for 911 is over 15 minutes. That just won't cut it. Don't allow yourself or the important people in your life to be victims. When seconds matter, don't be caught stumbling for your firearm. Get the protection you deserve. Get yourself a hidden holster from hiddenholster.com. It's the original hidden holster. The hidden holster is quick, easy, and convenient. It's versatile enough for the home, workplace, or virtually anywhere else you might need it. Have peace of mind with your firearm close by at all times. Go to hiddenholster.com. That's hiddenholster.com. If you own a firearm, you need a hidden holster. Your protection matters, and self-defense is the best defense. Go to hiddenholster.com. That's hiddenholster.com. The original hidden holster.
Now a twice as nice Twin Kit special offer from Complete H2O Minerals for all GCN listeners. Get a Complete H2O Minerals Twin Kit with 33 different minerals, vitamins, and amino acids all in a liquid form. Enough for 2 people for 1 month. Regular price $89.95, but now Complete H2O Minerals is offering the Twin Kit for $69.95. And all GCN listeners receive a bonus 16-ounce bottle of Ionic Silver absolutely free with free shipping. A $120 total value. Hurry, limited time offer. Call 803-794-4767 or click CompleteH2OMinerals.com.
Hi, this is Walt Augustinowitz. I'm the founder and CEO of ID Stronghold. By now you've heard our commercials about wallets that protect you from electronic pickpocketing. 10 years ago, I created a way to protect my own cards from prying eyes after government officials started talking about issuing a national ID card with a built-in radio chip called RFID. I felt having to broadcast my personal information was an invasion of privacy. Soon after, it was also announced that credit cards, debit cards, U.S. passports, hotel room keys, and even transit passes would all soon incorporate RFID. It was then I formed ID Stronghold to share my inventions in blocking RFID signals with the world. There are a lot of misconceptions out there today about RFID. I encourage everyone to get informed and get protected. Please go to idstronghold.com and get the facts and the wallet, sleeves, or badge holders you need to protect your personal financial data. You'll be pleasantly surprised that through our direct sales model, you won't pay more than other comparable unprotected wallets. It is as though the protection is free. Visit idstronghold.com today.
Everyone says or does something silly once in a while, but once that embarrassing thing is on the internet, it can spread like a terrible rash. Put it to rest. Get a free expert analysis today from Reputation.com. It only takes 30 seconds. 800-831-0771. We protect your online image by helping to make sure that when people search for you or your business, they find the most current, accurate information possible. Reputation.com, because word travels fast. Call for a free analysis today. 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771.
If you're worried about your health and you're tired of the nasty side effects of harsh drugs or antibiotics, then look no further. Supernatural Silver is the answer. Supernatural Silver is a powerful immune system enhancer that can be used every day to help keep you healthy and well with none of those nasty side effects. It's extremely safe for use internally as well as topically, and Supernatural Silver is hundreds of times more effective than colloidal or ionic silver. It is perfect for use in the sinuses, eyes, ears, and on any wound or skin issue. Supernatural Silver is also extremely effective when taken orally and can help fight off bacteria, viruses, and mold that may be overwhelming your immune system. Go to supernaturalsilver.com, supernaturalsilver.com, and use the promo code SILVER2015 for 30% off of your entire order, and give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance with Supernatural Silver.
Larry Nichols is with us. This is 105 in the series, The Clintons. Larry, you were talking about the Park Police, and what I thought I heard was you saying that the Park Police are involved in cover-ups at the highest levels of our government. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, say again.
Did you say, or are you saying that the Park Police is involved in cover-ups at the highest levels of our government? And when I say cover-ups, what I mean is, a traffic accident that,
right.
Well, we just don't.
You know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, they deal with, guys, they're just like the police force from small towns used to be years ago, where, you know, things happen, and if it's not serious, you know what, they just kind of take care of it. And the main thing is just to, you know, keep things out of the media and keep stuff like that from happening. So that's what they do. Now, did they cover up major things? I don't know. If they were involved in the Foster thing, it's pretty major, but I don't think they were involved in the cover-up. I think they were brought into the investigation, and they're calling it like they see it.
Okay.
I'm not in any way, man, impugning the reputation of the Park Police relative to the Foster thing. I'm not saying they were in on it or anything about it. They obviously investigated it as best they could. But you understand, for that high level of an official to die, I mean, isn't it kind of weird that the Park Police, which is probably one of the least, I don't know, sophisticated law enforcement systems that it could have been brought into play, especially when you're sitting in the middle of the FBI and when you're sitting in the middle of the D.C. police, that seems like a pretty inadequate investigation to me.
So are you saying that maybe they could have used some help? Why didn't they call for some help? Why didn't they call for some other crime labs to be involved, some other forensic? Why did it just stop right there? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Larry?
There may have been some consulting with the FBI or whatever, but from everything that you can glean from all of the investigation, the FBI was never made the lead investigative unit. It's kind of weird.
Larry, you had mentioned to me off air a plan. Is that something that you'd like to discuss here right now?
Vincent, if it's acceptable with you, yes, sir, I would. And that's your call, my friend.
That's up to you.
Audience.
That's up to you. If you want to reveal it, that's certainly fine with me.
All right. Then let's do it. Folks, I want everybody listening to me right now to take this, I call it a plan. I don't know what you call it other than a plan, but I want you to take it in the spirit it's given. I helped design the system that the Clintons used. Get them elected, keep them elected, keep them in office. A system that has spilled over into Washington to all of them now. Most all are using some variation of it. And it is participating in the destruction of our country. I'm not going to say it's 100% destroying the country, but it sure is participating and facilitating the destruction of our nation. So I have accepted for years, and Vince knows this, for years I've accepted the responsibility of what I've done. And I have searched my soul, my brain, everything I can to try to find something to help and maybe even a solution. And I now think we have it. Now, folks, when I tell you this, each and every one of you that hear me today, you are very much part of this plan. You are. So I suggest you take notes. I suggest you, now this program in the archive, Vince?
Oh, absolutely. It's on AM, FM, satellite, archive, podcast, YouTube. Yeah.
And I would suggest
it's all over the world.
I would suggest any of you that are listening revisit the archives until this becomes ingrained in you. So here we go. Donald Trump is a big key to the triggering mechanism of this plan. Trump gets in the race. Now, here again, people ask me, do you think he's rear like Ross Perot for the Clintons? I don't know. Do you think he's freer? I don't know. But he is a triggering mechanism, meaning it's time to implement the plan. If we're ever going to do it, now is the time. If you want to save our nation, we start with the first base understanding. Fundamental 101. Our government is gone. Washington, D.C. is gone. It no longer belongs to the people of this nation. It no longer is responsible to the Constitution. It's totally at the control of whoever or whomever is a power player at the time or from the beginning, who knows. But Washington's gone, forget about it. Get back. The key to saving our nation for our grandchildren, our children, our grandchildren, The key to saving our nation lies right square where our founding fathers placed it. And they were smart enough back then to know what was going to happen in the future. And that's why they put the power, Vincent, back into the state. States' rights. And as I have led y'all in the past few weeks to understand the Washington power that you hear so much of, that power for them to just force things on us and to make rulings, that power is there only because the states over the years have acceded it to the federal government. And if we're going to save our nation, we're going to have to claim it back. Claim it back. So it starts this way. Donald Trump has come up miraculously in the polls, shocking all the pundits. How's he done it? Well, look at his positions. He talks about making America great again. He talks about creating jobs. And he talks about dealing with the illegal immigrants that are just robbing us of jobs and killing our people. And to the shock and dismay, Vincent, of the media, mainstream media, oh my God, it's like he's hooked into some thing that they did not know was out there. This feeling of concern by the American people, this feeling of fear, this feeling of hurt, distrust. So he comes along, taps into that. But now, as people are learning, in 1986, I believe it was, he was recorded thinking about running for president back then, and lo and behold, guess what? Back then, Donald Trump was saying the exact same thing he's saying today. So, golly gee, we've got somebody that, honest to God, is consistent. So, what's wrong with Donald Trump's plan, as he says? All we've heard to this point is that if he is president, he knows how to make good deals. He knows how to hire the best people. And he's going to run our country more like a business. Well, kudos. I'm proud of that. Let's do that. So we got something tearing us up. We got to deal with it first. And that's illegal immigration. So under the category of illegal immigration, I want y'all to put it down. Category 1, illegal immigration. Problem. Solution. Now, y'all here building a wall. We need to build this impenetrable wall between us and Mexico. I don't know how you build a wall that's impenetrable when the head of the drug cartel in Mexico, who's in a maximum security prison, digs a tunnel over a mile long, puts in a motorcycle, air conditioning, and everything else, and they get him out. So I believe the statement that there is some kind of wall that's impenetrable, I think that's a misnomer. I don't think that exists. But I do know it will be costly. Build about 2,000 miles worth of wall. And then how high do you build it? 30 feet? Well, then how far down do you go so they can't tunnel under it? I don't know, but all of it's expensive. Then we hear of these using drones. All of that costs money, folks. And every day that we try to come up with something to build to stop them from coming in, they're thinking of something to build or something to do to get around. And it's all expensive. And then we hear, oh my God, what are we going to do with all of them that are already here? How are we going to get them back? We're going to round them up, arrest them, send them back, put them in prison. What are we going to do? Well, you're going to put them in jail. Because if we round up all the illegals and put them in jail, look what we've done. We've given them room and board at our expense, 3 square meals. Better than what they had in Mexico. to hear that music.
You do.
Yes, we're gonna
Larry Nichols is with us, and Larry Nichols is delineating the components of the plan. For the next hour and 14 minutes, we're going to be talking about the plan and how to implement it. Larry Nichols, this is 105 in the series. We'll be right back. By now you know that USAPrepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm, we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
Healthy, organic, fresh fish, robust, mouth-watering vegetables, all from your home. It's called aquaponics. This brilliant, self-sustaining protein and veggie system is perfect for year-round growing. Know exactly where your food is coming from. Aquaponicssource.com is the one-stop shop for all your needs. Fish, fish food, plumbing, full systems, classes, and more. Learn to build your own system. Go to aquaponicssource.com for a free guide to aquaponics. That's aquaponicssource.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Everyone says or does something silly once in a while. Even very smart, very accomplished people. It's part of being human. A quote taken out of context, a legal problem, an unfortunate photograph. Once that embarrassing thing is on the internet, it can spread like a terrible rash because people love to dig up dirt, even when it's not real dirt. Put it to rest. Call for a free expert analysis today from Reputation.com. It only takes 30 seconds. 800-831-0771. Businesses, public figures, and professionals turn to Reputation.com for good reason. We protect your online image by helping make sure that when people search for you or your business, they find the most current, accurate information possible. Reputation.com, because word travels fast. Learn more about what the experts at Reputation.com can do for you. Call for a free analysis today. 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771.
We've all heard the news stories. Another shooting. And they're getting worse. That's why Infidel Body Armor introduces Infidel Fridays. Exclusive 24-hour insider deals to save you money and possibly save your life. Make it a favorite when you log on to InfidelBodyArmor.com. Then be sure to visit each and every Infidel Friday to get special insider pricing, but for 24 hours only. That's InfidelBodyArmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
Class, at the end of this broadcast, I will have it posted on page 1 of USA Preparedness, along with the other broadcasts with Larry Nichols, so you can peruse the archives, you can download them, you can listen to them. It's also available on Ron Gibson's YouTube channel. Larry Nichols, you've been talking about the plan. You know, you mentioned Washington, D.C. is gone, and this is the plan to restore America. Please continue.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, back to where we were. All present things that we're here to talk about for illegal immigration are expensive and in reality won't work. Plus, then you've got the eternal battle in Washington to get it passed. So here's the rule. Here is the solution to the problem. Number one, we don't need Washington to pass, approve, or do a damn thing. Nothing. Existing laws will suffice. What has to be done is each and every state must claim their right to protect their citizenry and their property. So we need one state to start it off. One state. And to resolve the issue of illegal immigration without costing us money, it's simple. Anybody caught hiring an illegal alien, illegal immigrant, anybody caught, the state should apply this law at the state level. Minimum $5,000 fine, 90 days in jail per illegal immigrant found working for the employer. Write that down. 90 days in jail and a $5,000 fine per illegal. Don't worry about sending the illegals back home. Don't worry about that expense. We want the person hiring them. Then, anybody found to be renting or selling to an illegal immigrant, the same fine and penalty applies. First time, $5,000 fine, 90 days in jail. Mandatory at the state level. Mandatory. Now, guys, I don't need to tell you. But I'll ask the question to all of them. How many business owners do you think it will take to be thrown in jail and fined this money until other business owners say, whoa, not me. Not me. I figured, Vince, probably number less than fit on one hand will actually have to be prosecuted and fined until all other businesses get to hang it. Same thing with the people that rent to them. I don't think you'll have to put too many renters in prison or put jail.
Larry's no question about it. Adolf Hitler had a problem with generals deserting at the end of World War II. And he made a movie. And he took one general and he hung him in a tunnel. And just marched this guy up to a noose, put him on a chair, put the noose around his neck, pulled the chair out from under him, let him dangle until he stopped dangling and moving, and sent the movie out for his generals to see. It stopped the problem right then and there. Just one.
It did. Now, I'm not saying anything as drastic as that, but we are saying that this has gone too far. This has gone way too far. We have way too many. And so what do we do with them? We can't ship them back, can't afford the plane tickets, can't afford this, can't afford that. Hear that music, buddy.
Larry Nichols is with us, and serious business. We're talking about the plan. He's unveiling his plan to restore America. And we might even have the guy as part of our faculty who can implement the plan at the state of Missouri. We'll be right back after these top-of-the-hour news and commercial announcements. Larry Nichols, live, exposing the Clintons. 105 in the series. Please don't touch that dial. How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
Have you ever felt like the United States government knows way too much about your financial affairs? I continue to hear stories about property seizures, frozen bank accounts, confiscation of stocks and bonds. It makes me wonder if the U.S. citizen will ever again have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Unfortunately, with the Drug and Money Laundering Act, the IRS Revenue Ruling 6045 of 1984, and the Trading with the Enemy Act and Franklin D. Roosevelt's Executive Order of 1933, some precious metal holdings are subject to government intervention. For this reason, Midas Resources has prepared a report explaining the boundaries of trading precious metals privately. Whether if you have any intention of trading with Midas Resources or not, I have instructed my representatives to give this report out free. Call for your free copy at 1-800-686-2237. When investing, always proceed with caution. Again, call 1-800-686-2237. Exercise your legal right to trade metals privately. 1-800-686-2237.
The human body is more than 60% water. Your brain and muscles are 75% water. And your blood is 92% water. Water's vital to your body, and alkalizing your water is the key to keep it running at its best. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops keep your entire body healthy, boosts energy, promotes weight loss, and even fights cancer. Call 800-518-7615 or go to alkavision.com to find out more. That's ALKAvision.com.
Healthy, organic, fresh fish, robust, mouth-watering vegetables, all from your home. It's called aquaponics. This brilliant, self-sustaining protein and veggie system is perfect for year-round growing. Know exactly where your food is coming from. Aquaponicssource.com is the one-stop shop for all your needs. Fish, fish food, plumbing, full systems, classes, and more. Learn to build your own system. Go to aquaponicssource.com for a free guide to aquaponics. That's aquaponicssource.com.
Everyone all set, cocked, locked. Hour number 2 of USAPrepares.com. Larry Nichols is with us. He's live, and we're talking about the plan. We're continuing from hour number 1, the plan to restore America. And it takes one state at a time. Larry Nichols, please continue.
You bet. Well, thank you, Vincent. And by the way, folks, that's the first offense for renting or hiring an illegal. 90 days in jail, $5,000 fine per illegal. Second offense is $10,000 fine, 5 years in prison per illegal. Now, I'm going to speed up a little bit because we're down to an hour. So, folks, I want you to make notes. I want you to listen to the archives. I want you to get people to listen to the archives. Now, what about terrorism? And by the way, that whole plan, that whole system, isn't it amazing? It didn't cost anything. I mean, it's going to cost 5 or 6 people going to prison, but that's better than trying to imprison millions of people, or that's better than just letting them stay and just continue to deplete the resources of this country. What about terrorism? Remember, terrorism is a part of the federal government, except it is also incumbent on every state to protect its people and its property. Now, one thing you need to understand, any terrorist here illegally will get caught in the same dragnet. They're renting from somebody, or if they're trying to get a job until they do whatever they're going to do, whoever they would go to hire them or rent to them, they're not going to. They're not going to. So back to the terrorists. What do we do about terrorists? Well, this plan's pretty significant on that front as well. Number one, each state will set up its own terrorism task force. Each state, or the state that does this. And that allows the state police, in concert with their county and city and town officials, to work just like they do with drug enforcement task force. But there's one little twist. You see, Vince, we are under what is known as a war footing. Look it up, folks, a war footing. Now, the reason we are under a war footing is because the Nation of Islam, fundamentalist Islamists, have declared war on America. Now, we've got a president that refuses to declare war back. We've got a Congress that refuses to intercede on behalf of the people they supposedly represent to declare a footing or declare war back. So therefore, it's incumbent on the state to do it. And under a war footing, let's go back to World War II. When Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, our nation was left with with thousands and thousands of Japanese Americans. But you see, we had no way back then of knowing which one of them, or any of them, if they were spies or saboteurs. You had no way of knowing. So what did the government do? Put them in internment camps. All right, our system, our plan ain't going to do that. But here's what we are going to require. Any Muslim, any and every Muslim in the state will be required to go to the courthouse and register. Go to the courthouse and register. Boy, that seems harsh. And I know people say, well, you can't do that. Yes, you can. If the state says it's what it needs to do to protect itself, yes, it can. And by the way, the very people that are going to say you cannot force Muslims to register are the same people, folks, that are jumping up and down trying to force you to register if you're a firearms owner. You register your car. You register everything. All of a sudden, we've got this group of people that are a part of a fundamentalist religion that want to kill us. I think it's not too much to ask for them to go register so that we know where the Muslims are in this state. Now, included in that, as a function of the terrorism task force, they will retain the right to covertly or overtly monitor any and all mosques in the state so that you have a way of knowing what's going on. If there's a mosque like up in Wisconsin that is putting out all of these homegrown terrorists, this is a way for the state to find out about it. This is a way for the state to put people on the ground to protect its citizenry. Now, I told you about immigrants. I told you about terrorists. Imagine this state that we're talking about doing this. And imagine everybody raising Cain, the terrorists, or the Muslims, the illegals. The rules are simple. Vincent, the rules are so simple. You know what? If you don't like it, go to another state. Go, move. Move. Now, then, here's what's going to happen. When a state adopts this plan, here's how it will go. The governor will get the people of the state, put it on a ballot. The people of the state vote on the ballot and pass it. It goes to the state legislature. They vote and ratify it because people of the state want it. Then it goes to the governor signs it. It is now law in that state. Here we go, Vincent. Here's where it goes. Boom! Instantly somebody challenges it first in the state court. Well, so that y'all know how that will go. Usually, when it goes to a state court, state judges have to get elected. They have to be elected. And so they're not likely to go against an issue that the people of the state voted on. So it'll pass there. Then it'll go to the state Supreme Court. Well, once again, most state Supreme Courts, those justices have to get elected. Once again, you see, they're not going to go against the people that put this plan into place. They're not, or they'll lose their job. So it's all ratified, signed by the governor, tested in state court, all the way to the state Supreme Court. And then here it comes. Here it comes. They'll throw it into federal court. When it goes to federal court, some black robe mob federal judge will throw it out. And if it passes in some lower federal court, you know what happens then? It goes to the United States Supreme Court, and they'll throw it out. But in the interim, in all of this time that this is going on, they'll slap a stay on it. You can't do it. So here's what you do. Let it go through the process at the state court. When you get your invitation to go to federal court, the governor should say, thanks, but no thanks, I'm not coming. Oh, federal court will go crazy. No, you don't understand. We're subpoenaing you to come. Thanks, but no thanks, we're not coming. Then what'll happen is the federal judge in this sample case would say, okay, if you don't come to my court, we're going to slap you with contempt. Fine. Slap us with contempt. Well, we do. What they hold over, Vince, is they hold over like our state highway matching funds. And so a judge said, every day that you're not in this courtroom, we're going to withhold your state highway matching fund from the federal government. Governor should say, fine, withhold it. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to stop sending you that money first. We'll do our own roads. They might even then try the education fund. Well, we'll withhold your federal education matching funds. Fine. How's that working out for us? But remember, we'll just keep our money and not send it to you first. And you see what you're doing, guys? What you're doing is you're empowering the state. You're giving back, taking back, reclaiming the power. And Washington loses. The reason this plan on a state level saves our nation, because you're saying, okay, one state, but how does that save our country? Because I promise you, when one state does this, it won't be a month till there'll be 15, 20 other states on other issues, maybe, lining up to do the same thing. And folks, at that point, you will know that the emperor has no clothes. Federal government has no clothes. It has no power. It has no power except that which we, through our states, have conceded to it. Claim it back. Now, this sounds all pipe dream, really good, till you get down to the part of it. Now, Larry, that's really great, but how are we ever going to find some governor with guts enough to do something like this? That's what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for that because I faced that issue years ago, months ago, and every day since. It happened last week. Last week, because of the election for president, Donald Trump gets in, and all the other candidates can't even get any air. They can't get any media attention at all. As a result of that, you saw Ted Cruz. He pulled a trick. All of a sudden, after years of being in the Senate, he comes out and says McConnell and Boehner were liars. And it grabbed some media attention, which is what he wanted. He's back a player again. Mike Huckabee did the same thing. He made his statement about the deal being made with Iran. Said that that's just basically putting the Jews right up to the door of the gas chamber so he could get traction and get some media attention. We'll be back.
Right you are. Larry Nichols is with us. Absolutely riveting class you're teaching, Larry Nichols. And I believe that we're getting some attention. And I'm going to forward this podcast. By now you know that USAPrepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
Hey neighbor, what are you doing digging? You had a heart attack last year.
Oh, I know. I was told no more hard labor.
Then why are you digging?
Well, I've been taking Extendovite. It's been approved to help my heart.
Extendovite? Is that a new drug?
No, not a drug. It's more like an herbal combination made from garlic and cayenne.
Herbal? How can that help?
Well, actually, we've taken herbs for thousands of years. And Extendovite is doing the job for me.
Does your doctor know about Extendovite?
Yeah, my doctor knows, and he said it seems to be working for you, so don't stop taking it. I feel great taking Extendovite. I don't want to stop.
To order, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822, or visit our website at heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
At 30dayfoodsupply.com, two of our top priorities are providing quality food at a reasonable price and protecting your security. When you call 800-700-2184, we will never record your phone call and never ask for your personal information, like how much food you have stored or where you keep it. We'll also never store your credit card information and email address on a computer. Your email address will never be shared or sold. We'll never limit the number of boxes you can purchase. We'll never use outside packers or use relabeled food from another company. Our meals are naturally high in fiber, carbs, and protein, and everything is packed with oxygen absorbers and Mylar pouches under our direct supervision at our plant in Oregon. Oregon Trail Foods and 30dayfoodsupply.com keep prices low by buying directly from their producers in Oregon and then passing the savings on to you. Call 800-700-2184 and purchase our 30-day 90-serving emergency food supply for only $99, and $10 ships your entire order to the lower 48. Visit our website, 30dayfoodsupply.com, or call 800-700-2184. That's 30dayfoodsupply.com at 800-700-2184.
My name is Dell, and I live in El Cajon, California. I was concerned about my cholesterol readings because I knew that high cholesterol is related to clogging of the arteries and increases the risk for heart attack and stroke. One day, I heard an ad for Heart and Body Extract, and I was skeptical, but I decided to give it a try. Man, the numbers don't lie.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com.
All right, so suddenly Walmart, eBay, Amazon, everybody wants to ban the rebel flag. Well, the rebel flag is an important part of American history. The rebel flag is still a long-standing symbol of Southern pride and Southern heritage. So if the big retailers want to play into political correctness and try to deny the history of America, let them. Go to ourflags.com, that's R like rebel, R, the letter R, ourflags.com. Get your rebel flag before they actually do outlaw the things, huh? Ourflags.com, that's ourflags.com. Go now.
Larry Nichols is with us. And Larry, I just got off the phone with a Missouri State Representative. I told him about this broadcast, and I said, okay, you might be just the very guy to be the point man right here in Missouri to kick off this campaign, the plan. So I just wanted to say that we are acting on it right this moment. So please continue.
Good. All right, very good. Well, and I thank you. That's what we've got to do. Now, timing in my world is everything. Everything, Vince. Why did I wait? You've known I had a plan. You and I talked about it since the first time we talked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why did I wait?
Yes.
Why? Because I had to see certain things to trigger. Now I got it. Cruz, Huckabee, this race for president on the Republican side, there it is. Now, where are we going to find a governor to implement this thing? Because this is probably the most unpolitically correct thing you would ever imagine. Well, you got 4 governors, I think, 3 or 4 governors running for president right now. That you know what? They can't get any traction. They can't get the media to pay any attention to them. Hey, they adopt this plan, make this their platform, I guarantee you the media will be all over them. They'll be all over them. They'll whittle at them. And whittle at them. And do everything in their power to destroy them, but they can't. As Trump has proven, if you stand for the right things, even the media can't stop you. The media tried to stop Trump, tried to make him out to be a buffoon, tried to make him a joke. Now he's doubling in the polls, everybody. Now they can't ignore him. The same hope's true here with this plan. We get one of the candidates to come on board. We get one state to come on board. And you know what you do? You save America. You save America, not to mention to that state representative you talk to. You know, hey, Mr. Representative, you're not sent to your legislature to play tiddlywinks. You're sent there to resolve and solve issues and problems for the state, and above all, to protect and defend the people of your state. And to all the military people, think about it, guys, gals, all of us. We took an oath to protect and defend our country and our Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Today, the enemy is domestic. It's in Washington, D.C. We're going to strip it down. We're going to take its money. We're going to take its power and give it back. True people it was meant to be bestowed upon. Now, guys, I'm telling you, you are to learn this plan. It's pretty simple. It really is. And then somebody said to me this week, Vince, I said, yeah, but the old Attorney General's going to, well, let me tell you, Mr. Attorney Generals of the states, you actually have an action when and if the federal government tries some trick we know nothing of yet, which is not impossible for them to invent stuff. They do it all the time. And I expect every state that's involved in this program goes at them with a writ of mandamus. Does anybody know what a writ of mandamus is? Vince, do you know what a writ of mandamus is?
All right, please tell us.
A writ of mandamus is a lawsuit that can be brought against a public official for not doing the job to which they've been elected to do or hired to do. So if you've got a dog catcher that goes around, takes money for being a dog catcher but refuses to catch dogs, you can file a writ of mandamus and force that dog catcher to do his job or be out of office. Why are we not seeing writ of mandamus actions against the federal government for not doing its job, for not protecting us against illegal immigration, for not protecting us against terrorism? File it. I'll help them if they can't do it on their own. Folks, I insist that if you love your country, I insist, if you can look around, as I have asked y'all to do time and time again, look around you. There's got to be something you see that you love so much that you'd be willing to fight, to protect, to defend that person. Do it now, while we can. We're out of time. We are out of time. And Vince, if we stop this illegal problem we got, very soon they're going to be a lot.
There are hundreds of silver products on the market today, but there's nothing like the astonishing health benefits of the multi-patented One Silver Solution. Boost your immune system at a great price with our Silver Solution Liquid, starting at $12.95 a bottle. Now available in regular and extra strength. That's half the price of the leading competitors. Call 844-USILVER for your free catalog, or go to onesilversolution.com. Onesilversolution.com. There is only one Silver Solution.
Serious investors and traders want to make an 81% return in 60 seconds. We can show you how using our free tool. Use the same secret algorithm professional hedge fund managers use to make billions of dollars in profits. Turn $250 into $4,903 in just 7 clicks of a mouse. Our tool is so simple, my 82-year-old grandmother can use it to make insane stock market profits. Best part, it's 100% free. Go to richmoneyrich.com. Watch the free video before the hedge funds make us take it down. richmoneyrich.com. That's richmoneyrich.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
Why do over 50% of North Americans suffer from some form of chronic ailment? Could it be due to a toxic overload? It's time to take back your life. Get the lead out as well as the cadmium, mercury, and calcium. Extendovite is a garlic cayenne supplement with 5 other herbs that acts like a natural Drano, cleaning out the stored toxins, restoring your energy and youthfulness that we've lost. If you would like to live your life free of sickness, pain, or fear, then Extendovite is for you. Available in either capsules or liquid, you too can see why Extendovite is the #1 heart drop available. To order, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822, or visit our website at heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
Everyone says or does something silly once in a while, but once that embarrassing thing is on the internet, it can spread like a terrible rash. Put it to rest. Get a free expert analysis today from Reputation.com. It only takes 30 seconds. 800-831-0771. We protect your online image by helping to make sure that when people search for you or your business, they find the most current, accurate information possible. Reputation.com, because word travels fast. Call for a free analysis today. 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771.
On the average, Americans work between 45 to 50 years, hoping to build up enough wealth to retire and live out their golden years. Unfortunately, with taxation, the rising cost of food, energy, housing, and medical, many retirees are forced to live below the poverty line. Is this a flaw-free enterprise, or is our monetary unit we call the Federal Reserve Note forcing us into perpetual debt, ensuring inflation and higher taxes? These questions and more can be answered by reading G. Edward Griffin's book, The Creature from Jekyll Island. Congressman Ron Paul states it's what every American needs to know about central bank power, a gripping adventure into the secret world of international banking cartel. Hi, this is Ted Anderson. I will give a silver dollar from the early 1900s to anyone who purchases this book. Call 1-800-686-2237 and order a copy today. It's critical that the public be made aware of the system. Call and order your copy today at 1-800-686-2237. That's 1-800-686-2237.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to produce an endless supply of nano-sized silver solutions right from the convenience of your home. Silver Lungs. With the addition of our unique lung delivery system, respiratory infections are targeted directly, where traditional oral administration simply cannot reach. This pioneering method also preserves the original particle sizes and delivers your silver solution directly into the bloodstream. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at silverlungs.com. That's silverlungs.com.
At 30dayfoodsupply.com, 2 of our top priorities are providing quality food at a reasonable price and protecting your security. When you call 800-700-2184, we will never record your phone call and never ask for your personal information, like how much food you have stored or where you keep it. We'll also never store your credit card information and email address on a computer. Your email address will never be shared or sold. We'll never limit the number of boxes you can purchase. We'll never use outside packers or use relabeled food from another company. Our meals are naturally high in fiber, carbs, and protein, and everything is packed with oxygen absorbers and Mylar pouches under our direct supervision at our plant in Oregon. Oregon Trail Foods and 30dayfoodsupply.com keep prices low by buying directly from their producers in Oregon and then passing the savings on to you. Call 800-700-2184 and purchase our 30-day 90-serving emergency food supply for only $99, and $10 ships your entire order to the lower 48. Visit our website, 30dayfoodsupply.com, or call 800-700-2184. That's 30dayfoodsupply.com at 800-700-2184.
Class, Larry Nichols is with us, and he's been talking about a writ of mandamus, M-A-N-D-A-M-U-S. I'll have a link on the website right after the next commercial break. Larry, please continue.
Well, what I was saying, folks, is you got to realize what's being pushed right now. They're pushing to where even the Supreme Court ruled, you know, as far as you get a driver's license, you have no right to ask them where, according to what they're from or whatever. What they're setting up, I mean it, they're setting it up for all you got to have is a driver's license in this nation to be able to vote. When that happens, guys, we'll never have another election where we, the people that founded America, the true people that live here, made it strong, our heritage, it's all gone. We're out of time. We have no time. Now, Mr. Vince, what I have told your audience with your graciously allowing me to, it is a plan. And by the way, I know some of you are saying, well, that all sounds great, but you know what? It really can't work. How many of you are thinking that right now? Vince, when you and I first met, and I told you when I come on your program, don't let me say anything that I can't prove, right? Isn't that what I asked you?
That's right.
Well, then I want to assume people are saying, well, hey, this all sounds great, but you can't prove that this would work. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Have any of you heard of the state of Colorado? You ever heard of Colorado? If you have, then I'm sure you've heard that they passed a state law legalizing marijuana. I'm not bored against this. None of my business. They did it. That's their right as a state. They did. Did you notice that there's a federal law prohibiting them from doing that?
That's right.
Marijuana's illegal federally. But other than just a couple of veiled attempts, the federal government walked away. They ain't done anything. They haven't done anything. You know why? Because they can't, and they know it. And they knew and know if they went after Colorado on this issue because of the passion of the people that want the marijuana, because of the passion, it would all get proven. Everything I've just told you got proven. Don't you see, folks, if they could stop Colorado, they'd stop them. They can't. They can't stop your state. They can't stop this plant. They cannot do it. There's your proof. Look it up yourself. Now, here we are. You now have a plan. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do? I'm going to give you a test. With your permission, Vince. I'm going to give everybody.
Sure, go ahead. As a matter of fact, I'm going to test a writ of mandamus myself against the city of Lebanon. Just a little tiny test, and I'll let our class know how it works. So I'm all in.
Remember, the writ of mandamus, you've got to have proof. You cannot use it as a fishing trip. All right, you have to have proof against an official. You cannot use the court in a mandamus, Vince, to go fishing. You may think somebody's doing something. No, you got to have it in your hand. You got to have proof. So anyway, here is the test. And I bet there's going to be a lot of you that will not take this test. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing up right now. I'm standing up. If you're in with me, if you want to save this country, if you want to do what has to be done to save this country, wherever you're at right now, wherever you're hearing me on the radio or on podcast or archive or whatever, look around so you don't look stupid. Do one thing. really is. Do one thing. I want you to stand up. Just stand up. Don't make a scene. Nobody's got to know what you're doing. Stand up. I mean, every one of you, stand up. And I want you to look down. And I want you to say to yourself, you don't have to say it out loud, but you can say to yourself, this is mine. Where I'm standing, this is mine. You can't take it. You cannot take the ground anymore that I'm standing on. Now, are you standing up, folks, or are you too embarrassed to stand up? I mean, silly, right? Oh, that's silly. Let me tell you something, guys. All of you that went in the military, first thing you had to learn was how to march. And I ain't never, since Revolutionary War times, Civil War times, you don't go marching, close order drill, you don't go marching into combat. But you see, the military knows they got to get you to do something together, simple thing. And so they get all of the soldiers to march together. So I'm asking you, are you standing up? You standing up?
Larry, what you're talking about is what we did last night at the meetup at Jimmy's Egg, our restaurant. I challenged everybody in no uncertain terms to stand up. It's exactly what I did. I presented for, yes, they did. And for over an hour, I asked everybody to define what they saw as a serious concern and to rank that concern. Everybody spoke to define a serious concern. And we talked about geoengineering. We talked about the financial collapse. We talked about the food supply. We talked about the lies in government. We talked about the corruption in government. We talked about Washington, D.C. And I put these all on a poster. I wrote them down, and each person who presented ranked from a scale of 1 to 10 how serious they were. The least serious concern was a health crisis at home. That was the least serious, and which is a massive problem. A health crisis of an individual at home. That was ranked a 5. Everything else was ranked 7, 8, 9, or 10. Almost everything was ranked a 10. And I challenged them after that. I said, okay, here's what you're concerned about. Here are your concerns. Right here. These are your words, not mine. Now, what are you going to do about it? It's exactly what I did. Exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, folks, I ask you, are you standing up? Did you stand up? You can sit down now. I mean, did you stand up?
Mm-hmm. If you're asking me, the answer is absolutely.
Yeah, did you do something as ridiculous and silly as stand up in your home? You know, you're in your home, maybe you're in the car, don't stand up in the car, but raise your right hand. Do something. Take some action. And then I want you, Vince, can they email you or somehow get in touch with you to let you know whether they stood up?
Sure. As a matter of fact, class, if you are standing up, please send me an email. Vincent@usaprepares.com. Vincent, Vincent, at usaprepares.com. And in the subject line, capital letters, standing, space, up. Okay? Just put standing, up. In capital letters, send it to me, and please put your name and, if you'd like, your contact number, and I'll call you, and we'll chat about it. Seriously, it's time we stand up. I only think, Larry, there's 1% of us. I used to think there were 3. I only believe there's 1% of us, but I think we can do it.
I know we can do it. I know we can do it at the state level, which is why our forefathers were smart enough to set it up this way. We can do it at the state level. No, we can't do it at the national level. No, we can't, so don't try. But here's what I need you to do. Vince, can we take a caller? I mean, can somebody call into this program?
Sure. If you'd like to call in, we don't get a lot of calls, Larry, because what happens is people are so, they listen. They are reluctant to call, but give us a call. 866-582-9933. 866-582-9933. Instructors, time to stand up. 866-582-9933. Yes.
The reason I'm asking, I want one person out there, I don't want all of it because I know it's not common, but would somebody call in? We got about 10 minutes. Somebody call in. And I'd like to hear your feedback, what you think of the plan. Now, by the way, you can call me, 440-897-0611. Call me, 440-897-0611. To honor Vince in this program, you call me, I'll talk to you. We've got to talk. Like Vince said, we've got to learn to talk to each other. I'm not talking at you. I'm talking to you. We can do it if we can raise an army, and the army doesn't have to be near as big as you think it is, because you got one thing going for you, Vince. You know what that is? You got me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I am
a lot of guts.
Force multiplier. Give me 10, I'll make it 1,000. Give me 1,000, I'll make it 1,000,000. If you want your country, as I was saying before we went to the break, look around. There's got to be something you love so much in this world, in this life, that you'll fight to protect it, save it. Dear God, can't somebody call right now? I ain't asking for money. Nobody's asking for money.
Well, the phone's ringing right now.
Sir?
The phone's ringing right now. Our engineer's going to pick it up, and we'll take the call. So hang on just a second. Continue, and we'll put our caller on.
You know, folks, this is the real deal. This is no game. This is our time. We're in struggle for the soul of America. And I don't need to tell y'all, when you saw that Supreme Court say it's okay to marry homosexuals and whatever, they just spit in the face of Jesus Christ. They declared war on Jesus Christ. You don't do that, you'll not survive as a nation.
Okay, and we've got Tom in Maryland who's with us. And Tom, if you could just hold on, we'll take your call. I've seen this call board lighting up all broadcasts. I can't believe it. Every single line was lit up at one time. But we've got Tom on. Phone's ringing right now. If you want to call in right now. 866-582-9933. We'll be right back. How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
Everyone says or does something silly once in a while, but once that embarrassing thing is on the internet, it can spread like a terrible rash. Put it to rest. Get a free expert analysis today from Reputation.com. It only takes 30 seconds. 800-831-0771. We protect your online image by helping to make sure that when people search for you or your business, they find the most current, accurate information possible. Reputation.com, because word travels fast. Call for a free analysis today. 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Ted Anderson, I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
In the U.S. alone, a home invasion occurs every 13 seconds. On top of that, the average response time for 911 is over 15 minutes. That just won't cut it. Don't allow yourself or the important people in your life to be victims. When seconds matter, don't be caught stumbling for your firearm. Get the protection you deserve. Get yourself a hidden holster from hiddenholster.com. It's the original hidden holster. The hidden holster is quick, easy, and convenient. It's versatile enough for the home, workplace, or virtually anywhere else you might need it. Have peace of mind with your firearm close by at all times. Go to hiddenholster.com. That's hiddenholster.com. If you own a firearm, you need a hidden holster. Your protection matters, and self-defense is the best defense. Go to hiddenholster.com. That's hiddenholster.com. The original hidden holster.
This is Sharon Hunt. Before using Heart and Body Extract, my energy level was very, very low. I could only walk a few feet and then would have to sit down. I was tired and lethargic. But after taking Heart and Body Extract, my energy level has improved greatly, and I can now walk longer distances without getting tired so fast. Thank you, Heart and Body Extract.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com.
Thousands of people seeking home security get ripped off every day, and the home security industry wants you to believe that's your only option. They've got hordes of salesmen out there trying to scare you into signing one of their long-term contracts. You get stuck writing huge checks month after month with no way out. It's robbery by contract, and it can cost you thousands. But there's a better way to protect your home. Simply Safe Home Security. Simply Safe has no contracts. None. You'll get award-winning 24/7 protection. Security professionals watching over your home, ready to instantly send police to the rescue for just $14.99 per month. That's less than half what most companies charge. Protect your home the smart way. Visit simplysafedefense.com today for an exclusive 10% offer and get a free keychain remote worth $25. Only when you go to simplysafedefense.com. simplysafedefense.com.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
Class Larry Nichols is with us. Larry, you asked for some calls. The call board is lit up. Mike in Tennessee, you're on with Larry Nichols. Welcome. We only have a couple minutes, and there's some other callers. Mike, you're on.
Hey, good morning, folks. I have personally tried the writ of mandamus, and the appellate court did tell the lower court to correct the record that the lower court had manipulated. However, the lower court did nothing, and then when I contacted the appellate court, they said, well, we just tell them what to do. If they don't do it, we have no power. And that's in the state of Tennessee. I don't know about other states, but in Tennessee, the appellate court is toothless, paper-pushing, nothing.
I understand, Mike, but I'll show you. I'll show you how to do it. By the way, if you don't believe I can use a writ of mandamus, how the hell do you think I got Clinton impeached? Congress didn't want to go and hold a hearing for impeaching the president, I assure you. It does work, but it's a tough thing, and sometimes you do. Mike, you do run into appellate courts, and I'm not saying every state's going to belly up to the bar and do this. We're going to find one that will. We will. Thank you, Mike.
Mike, thank you so much. We've got Tom in Maryland. Tom, welcome.
Good morning, gentlemen. Mr. Finelli, I appreciate when you have shows like this that educate people on how they can work civilly and peacefully within the system. In fact, a couple weeks ago you had a show. I emailed you. I've worked for government both here and abroad. I emailed you with how I was able to literally sue City Hall. There are difficulties that people will run into, but there are certain ways, I guess, Mr. Nichols is alluding to them where you can come in collaterally and get a foothold. What I wanted to find out, though, I caught your show at the tail end today. What Mr. Nichols is suggesting, if I understand him correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, is he suggesting that it's a Muslim problem that we're looking to confront, and that's the only problem? Let me start there with that question.
No, sir, Tom, it's not that at all. The two issues that this plan addresses, now it's not the panacea for everything, but it is the thing that starts to where we get that foundation to solve other problems. The two major problems in this country we face today, urgent problems. Number one is illegal immigration. It's killing us. It's breaking the back of our workers. It's breaking the back of our economy. Not to mention it's killing people. So this plan is a way to address illegal immigration without building a wall, without running billions of dollars in bureaucratic bills that ain't going to do anything. So number one, immigration. Number two, we have got a war declared against our nation by the Nation of Islam, fundamentalist Islam. Not all Islam, but fundamentalists. However, we don't know, Tom, which ones are which. So as long as we are under the threat of being blown up, of our families being killed, heads cut off, as long as we're under that threat, then I say we have a right to ask all Muslims, because it's not little gray-haired ladies in wheelchairs that are Baptists. If you look at the strikes against this country, the majority have come, if not the major majority, from Islam. Stand up and fight it.
Okay.
Tom, thank you so much for your call. John in Dallas, you're on with Larry Nichols. Welcome.
Good morning. And, there are so many problems facing us, and with the time left, can't really get into a whole lot. But, for example, last week we had the news of the Social Security trustee report, and it's counting on over 1 million immigrants a year, as far as the eye can see, just to support our social programs. This thing is so deep and so wide, and we're out of time.
Captain John Regan, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. Larry Nichols, thank you for spending 2 hours, broadcast number 105, teaching us about how the system works and how to restore it. Your plan, I think, is elegant. It's simple, and we have this podcast being sent to a Missouri State representative within a couple minutes after this broadcast is over, and we'll see if we can get the ball rolling right here, right now, in the state of Missouri. Larry Nichols, thanks so much. There's a link to you on the website, usaprepares.com, page 1. Larry Nichols, back next Tuesday, 2 hours. By now you know that usaprepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm, we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPREPARES.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
Okay, honey, I have to ask, and be honest here. Have you been taking a little blue pill? Because things have been pretty good in the bedroom lately.
No, I swear.
You didn't pick anything up at the Pharmacia last month in Cancun?
No.
Well, something's different.
I have been taking that heart and body extract you bought me.
But that's for your heart and to control your cholesterol.
Well, I read HB extract also promotes healthy prostate function.
I never guessed it would work this well, but
you're glad it did.
Oh, yeah.
Heart and Body Extract is a 100% organic formula that promotes a strong heart, healthy arterial flow, better circulation, improves erectile and prostate gland function, and provides youthful energy, strength, and stamina. Find out more at heartandbodyextract.com. Heart and Body Extract paired with healthy heart choices is a winning combination. Call toll-free to order or for free information. 1-866-295-5305. 1-866-295-5305.